It's your Uncle Nate, or so they say. Love it, love it. Thank you, sir. Look at that. You can have so much fun in New York. Just because you're contracting doesn't mean you forgot what it's like to be happy. Come on, elite fire protection from Farmingdale. You can't beat that. When you feel the sad, somebody's like, "Hey, youngster, don't feel sad." Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And he's a smoker too. You know. So while Mark Mays is ranting and raving to all, calling for his daddy Johnny, did you see what they did? I've been so good. I've been monitoring the chat, keeping it normal, and making sure people don't kill themselves. I should get an award. I should have my own emoji as a member. I've been so good. Hey, Fish, did you see how Mark was coming at you? Like, look at me, I'm trans. I'm so special. I need attention. Oh my fucking god, dude. Have you seen Godfather? Where, like, hey, Pop, I'm brooding and dark, like Michael Corleone. And I'm Fredo, like, come on, Pop, we gotta make deals. And then Santino's like, man, the chicken and the turkey, and where are all the hookers? I know, he is fucking drunk, dude. I don't know what turned him off, but when I get drunk, I just like go off in a corner and mumble. So, like he's been around a long time. He called me bitter and jaded. I was like, even though you're 33, you talk like you're 93, dude. No, no, I'm the Fredo. He wants to be Michael Corleone so bad. I'm like, if I was Michael, you know what, Fredo? I'm gonna be you. Okay? You gotta be more gracious. It's like, as a member of the Corleone family, if one guy wants to be the boss, you just step back. And then, there's a story. Hey, Johnny, make sure you pay attention to Mike. He really needs a dad, man. He hasn't talked to Harry Mays in a long time. And West Indians and like South Americans, they leave their family, go to a new place, and make a family that looks exactly like their old family. It's everything that fucking happens. So he needs a dad, and he's like, I don't want to talk to you, Unc. You're just out of style, trying to be with gamers. You guys enjoying his meltdown? He's almost as good as Heveron now, but in the Guyanese style. He's like, man, that Nate Mendez said like Guyana a million times, and I said far less than a trillion. This is when like he wants to be a resident badass, and it's like the kid wants to do it. Let's go in the back. Let's play cards. Yeah, he's handling like a maitre d'. Oh well, you don't have to be. Does that look like a pigeon? I'm just saying, channel owner to channel owner. You don't have to do all I say. You're a human being. Just like these birds don't have to eat all the pigeon food when I have a Pepperidge Farm, right? So I'm gonna just talk past you because you are a resident badass here. Imagine trying to bully people in a kitchen. There's only like four of us, dude. Five. Main fish, like we're already impressed, right? Johnny keeps the trains running on time. The stream is up. Occasional hiccup, but overall, I'm very pleased with the performance. And then he's still trying to dominate. I'm like, okay, you want to be in Mark May's kitchen? Yeah, I get the best seat. All right, we'll just go to his living room. You know what I mean? Like, Fish keeps his kitchen pristine because I saw the color of Thousand Island dressing. I remembered it was orange. And I was like, I ain't never seen tuna salad this orange. You know? It's always white because of the mayo. If you put too much Thousand Island dressing, it becomes something else, like a glop. You know what I mean? So that's why you discovered only a drop. It's the hint of orange. So, like, let's say, we don't do it like quitters. In Johnny's thing, he's like, he wants to run it like a mafia organization, like Paul Sabalatano, like a steakhouse or something, right? So, outside of the steakhouse, like, just imagine, I'm going to have a powwow with you guys. Mind is somewhere invisible here. Sean is up on the, like a ninja. And, like, who else is in here? And Johnny just walks up and is like, that's my seat. I'm like, okay. You see all these other trees? I could literally sit there. You know what I mean? I tell Sean, hey Sean, we're gonna move to the other tree because Johnny wants my seat. I'm like, okay, this is a fucking retarded, you know. So while Mark Mays is handling all the steakhouse business far, far away, I'm like, whew, I can take a little lunch. I can discuss high-level invasion talks. Yeah, well, I'll take claim credit for it. It takes me a little bit. I can claim credit for all the deaths because all those years ago in Alex Jones chat, he showed a clip of like two black babies they died in a sweltering SUV, and a black kid was set on fire. And I was just starting out. I was like, "Are you guys gonna claim this kill?" And like nobody is like, it's society. So I said, "I did it." Fine, motherfucker. Jesus fucking Christ, you're an asshole. Like a cat. Here I am exposing my kidneys and back to this like random, people who are having a bad day. There's Raptor Johnny's seat. Watch. He's gonna be like, now you move to the other thing. By the time I'm done with lunch, I would have fed That's how Johnny is. I don't even know the guy. I just instinctively smell. That's yours. That was yours. That's how it used to work. Yeah. Basically, as a ninja, you could drop a bowling ball on my head. I'm fine with it. It's like, how you doing? This is not what sniper or range is all about. You're literally melee still and just dropping a weapon on my head. You know what I mean? That doesn't count. You have to aim past gravity. A lot of melee guys try to cheat. Okay, I'm in a drone and I'm just gonna drop my melee weapon. Big shocker there. What do you want me to do? Hop on one leg? I'm so comfortable just following orders, man. What's the next? Because you'll always run out of orders. See, there's something called aggressive compliance. Sure thing, boss. What's next, boss? It's all on you, boss. I love doing that. Yeah, like mealy as in like fat. There's so many alternative ways to say fat. The boy's a little mealy. I'm not fat. I'm just hard to kidnap. I'm just laughing, dude. I saw somebody who looks like Thom because I was like, thinking, how do snipers acquire high positions? And it's like, do you lease for one day and then they're gonna ask all these questions? What for? Nobody at all. Are you a sniper? And then you have to say yes or no. You know? Look at the birds. They love the crust. They'll eat the crust before the middle. Right? You see how they do it? I've observed them. So anyway, so three of us, and Johnny probably is like, okay, Mark, what are you crying about now? Baby wants his bottle. Meanwhile, us regular fucking mooks can talk about normal shit. You can drop the crazy act now. Mark's doing enough crazy for all of us. He's like, so how's your mom and, your relationship with your mom? And is she still on your case about, whatever? Because every time I go into your stream, it's like, yeah, Mendez. I'm busy, Mendez. And like Aiden, I don't know what you did on Discord, and he's like, very, like, do you see how Mark Mays just like, this is my fucking chat now. Don't you even? And he'll just peck. Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. Like that bird will turn around and peck. You see it? Oh, I guess he's aware. That one standing on the bread is like a raptor. That's like Johnny. It's like my fucking bread. I'm gonna stand on it, and then it's mine. I have no idea. Fish, did you block Sean for whatever reason? This is the airing of grievances. I have a lot of grievances against my family because I started having a wife. And of course, your wife will notice all these things. Like, are they like cartel? And all my life, I didn't realize this is my mom and my dad and my brother, and then a few soldiers. And I was like, that's normal. Don't you all have goons? And then later you find out, like, let's say you're a boy and a girl, and then it's like, what you've been doing is gay. Oh, that's gay. In my case, it's like, am I in a cartel? I don't fucking know. All I know is some people try to bother her, and then I don't see them anymore. So if that's cartel, I guess yes. But I read about some other cartels. A mayor got his head on the top of a car and it's like he's not going to do that no more. So let's talk normal. Being normal is basically how you are. Is just you rely on me, the listener, and whatever the fuck you normally are, that's normal. You don't have to change for me, you know? Like I will change for you. Like Johnny, he wanted me to move, and I showed him. No matter if he gave Barks all these orders, there are people who are aggressively agree, knowing that you will be unhappy. So then he realizes I can't sit in two chats. I like one chat better than another. I don't like this chat. It's small, and it's very cozy. Like we can do a lot of planning. Like, do you guys like Greta Thunberg, whatever? Or do you want to fight like Sean? Sean and mine, they're having a fight. Fuck him up, Sean. These are the nicest birds. But as soon as there's a food source, they'll just jump all over each other. Isn't that nice? So while Mark is doing like day to day, it's basically like if you run a country, there's Congress to do the day to day. Occasionally, you have to make like crazy moves as executive, and you take to the judicial. Is this crazy enough or what? Exactly. That's like the raptor. Okay. Now they like the crust because they eat the crust first, and this is pepperidge farm. So when you have a lot of crust, cheese is crust. You got the cheese. So now to stop them from fighting, they pick on the crust first. It's like, oh, the bread is soft, but I don't want to be known as soft. It's all right. Sometimes, what's his face? JK. He's like, yeah. Oh, hey, Medea, mafia motherfucker. So what kept you? Society. I was in surgery. I'm having my dick removed and then replaced. Motherfucker. Which one is you? Flight. Come here, flight. Flight never comes no more. Once, it's just like a scorpion. Once you heal the scorpion to full, it's gonna stab you. And the only thing it could do as thankfulness, I'm gonna run away now. Because I'm in a stabby mood. And you raised me too. You were so nice. I pooped on you and now I'm full power as a poisonous scorpion. I'm gonna go now. That's the only nice thing they'll ever do. So even here, this was the site of a Free Palestine rally. Do you see how they spelled resistance, but with an E? They will spend all that time misspelling. Defend Al-Aqsa, Rafah, Sudan is dying, cops will kill. Audrey Hepburn, Catherine Herod, from Nepal to Indonesia to the Philippines. That's the only reason I'm here, you know. And I'll show you cop of the month parking. See, like Raptor couldn't stand being here for more than 10 minutes. It's like, oh shit, my chat's on fire. That's why we go in the back. Or like smoke in the dumpster area. It's like, And then normally the boss is like, what, you guys smoking weed? Get back to work. But it's like, Mark wants to do all the work. So we're actually like, government shutdown. Me, I'm thinking about my job security. I mean, if the birds have an afterlife, I'm set there. I don't know about you guys, because in this park, the dogs can go all the way in and take a poop, and nobody cares, because it's a block association, and it's like 2 blocks away from the precinct, 2 blocks away from the United Nations, and they have romance here. People can hold hands. It's like, I've been working with you for a while, and I think we should date. You see that? Suits. you know. So Mark Mays is like, stomp, stomp. This is my chat. Wait till the boss hears about it. Johnny, they're all weird, bizarre, strange things. So what you do with brats like Mark Mays is you just like, I've earned 93 hours of speaking time before Congress. I'm just gonna take a walk. You talk about all you want. By hour 2, they're done. Mark has been training for 3 hours, but he'll peter out. Watch. Yeah. So Fish, let's focus about you. I like your content, other than the fact that sometimes you're so suicidal, you threaten to hang yourself from a ceiling fan that I know for a fact is rated for 120 pounds and ceiling. You're more than that, right? Come on. I mean, your feet alone, So I'm like, if you really want to piss your mom off, turn off the fan, take a rope, and pull down the thing. Look, mom, fix that. You know what I mean? You know who hasn't used like Mad dates you? That's in like the 2000s. It's like skibbity weird. Who says mad? He's mad weird. You're dated right away, like a time traveler. And shit, you know? He's like Glaze. He's like me trying to casually. Yo, watch out! He's trying to glaze you. That's mad weird. You know. Now I think Johnny's gone. Is he here? Sometimes you just got, that guy is like. This was my original seat. Yeah. Where it's just like, oh, I'm Adam Friedland. Look, I have Mia Khalifa. She did 6 videos and like million. So, how do you feel about Israel? Your agenda is so transparent. You know? Hey, my fellow youngster, how do you feel about Israel? I can live with it. I can. It's so transparent. That's why here in the girls' bathroom, like, basically, I had to go through styles like, what's the one place that I can smoke, and all I have to do is get in good with the cheerleaders. Hey, it's me. I'm a female cheerleader too, in a way. I'm just gonna smoke. Why are you here? I'm hiding from all the boys. Okay, but you gotta wear a dress. Fine. I just want to fucking smoke. Like Cloud Strife is like, wear a dress. You still got a sword though. When you're hiding, you'll do that. I've seen like South American cartel members or leaders. It's like, okay, so we'll go to Indonesia. I have some tits. I fuck a few guys, and then I go back to work. 30 years later, I am fabulous. I'm much better as a woman. Like that shit. I used to patrol Super Bowl. That's the thing. Like this Bad Bunny motherfucker. He hates America. He hates it so much. It's like, hey, do that hate America thing for the Super Bowl. We absolutely love it. One by one, you'll go back and then try to attack Mark Mays. He's ready for all comers. I sounded him out like, hey, Mark, you know, he's like, so I was like, I'm going to take a walk now. That's something you can't do. I was just like live stream. And he has his orders. Stay the fuck away from me, man. If I see, like, what are you doing here? The customers are too rowdy in the steakhouse. Now I got to talk to them. I know. That's all fake. It's alligator tears. It's just meant to either vent for him or get you all ready for, like, the war that's coming. Because I saw this Indian or Middle Eastern man fixing TVs. Before he fixed all of the broken shit, he intentionally broke 9 plates. I was like, those look like serviceable. No, I'm just getting in the mood. They gotta be broken, So I was like, that's a good idea. Who's hard enough to hit? Hey, Mike. You Guyanese motherfucker. I have no problem with Guyana. It's just they want to see it in the security table. We got oil now. There's something called hazing, you know? So he wanted to continue it today because he's pissed for some reason. I just fed into it. You know what he did earlier? It's like, oh, we all know you're the alpha. I'm more like the alpha in Power Rangers. Ay, 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 ay. And I started giving him orders like Zordon, like, okay, activate all the power strangers. You see this chat? He's giving me orders. Wait till Johnny hears about it. And then he started attacking Aiden. I was like, isn't that old shit? Wasn't it pieced out between you and Lauren? He's still carrying a torch for all these girls. What a Captain Save-A-Hole, man. That's why he's going to be a great maitre d'. Ladies, I have a special section for I am Captain Save-A-Hole. I know for a day I can leave him alone in the steakhouse with the Italians. Hey, I'm a Goomba too. First time I came in the bus, Steven Seagal, I thought he was like a 300-pound fucking Italian the way he talked. Then I found out, like, oh, he's not. He's Guyanese and Irish. People just, the voice doesn't match their face. Just like me. I got my voice back. Did you know that? I mean, my like before. That's why I like mind linking all new Mendez short as me and Mark Mays, and I'm like, hey, Mark, you gotta stop it. I'm Batman. I'm more Joker than Batman. Imagine Joker with a laryngitis. I'm sorry, Batman. I'm talking like you. Da 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 da. I know, right? Nah, for real though. For M, like he's using two-letter things. It's like okay, okay, boomer. You want to do two letters? Okay, okay, okay. That's why he's like, oh, he types mad fast. He uses complicated words. I was like, okay, do so. You fucking dodo. Yeah, you got his harmonics too. Very nice, fish. When you're mocking somebody, try to aim for 93%. Hey, JK, catches up. How's the fucking steakhouse? Are the customers like fleeing? Like that guy's in a mood. I can't enjoy my steak in peace. When you came by, one, I'm very proud of you. Cash Patel was monitoring my stream, and he, like right before the view, he adopted your, "Mm," and everybody on fucking X started mocking him. What kind of FBI director stands like a fucking faggot? And he disarmed everybody. Everybody was just jumping on. I'm doing my job is the main thing. He sends a very big thank you to you. You know, I showed you the next step, right? First, he's like, then you step out. That means you choose a direction. If you're autistic, Mike's been hitting is like, it's so awkward. He makes people so awkward. Yes, because I shut down the fucking government for 2 days in the hopes of, I was like expecting the consulate of Israel to be on fire. Day two, all is well. you know, we're focusing more on mind. I was giving him advice like, if you really want to piss your mom off, start punching holes in the drywall. That can be easily replaced, and then later you just rip it off and start eating it. Like, and then police, my son is eating drywall. Does he normally eat drywall? This is the first time. Is he enjoying it? Yes. He put it in his tuna salad. Well then, nice to talk to you, Mrs. Mine. Bye. No. My mom's fucking dead. Bring back my mom and I'll do it. Do you understand? Like, this is why Mark May says, do you even hear yourself? I can understand most, if not all, of your requests. However, there's something called reality. My mom's kitchen has existed since my mom died. And my official reply is no, denied. Unofficially, I'll try. Watch me try, JK. I mean, I could dig up my mom's like hand and slap the shit out of you, but and then take over your kitchen in Jackson Heights, where I used to live. Is that what you really want? You got to understand how my brain works. Are you offering? Benjamin Aaron Shapiro, he would break into people's houses. This is how you prepare a Thanksgiving turkey in Israel. You break into somebody's house and use their kitchen. Okay? So be very clear what you say to me. Mike can understand what I'm doing. That's why he's pissed. Why am I thinking like Nate? I should be thinking like Mike. No, he knows exactly what's happening. It's just like when somebody gives you a terminal diagnosis of cancer, and it's like, is there anything you can do? No, it's terminal. You are going to die like this. You have brain cancer, dick cancer, it's terminal. So get right with God and make the last moments fun for you. What is your enjoyable thing? Do you like yelling at strangers over the internet? Do that. Becoming Nate Mendez is a terminal disease. Mike has achieved 93% of it. So that's how he would flail. If I realized that I'm 93% Mark Mays, I'd be like, hi, hi all. You're weird. You're mad weird. I'd lean into the fucking role. the ch- JK is so unintentionally funny, man. When we first met, he showed me his face. Now I can't read anything he writes without looking in that face, AIing is like, Grok, you can make it say anything you want. I swear to God. I just take a picture from my brain of JK And I literally can't do this. Just walk past some Mexicans. Why didn't you say Guyanese? That's how I know it's unintentional comedy. If you were really angry at him, you would have said Guyanese. So you're just like, ooh, who are two people that don't mind me mocking them? Mexicans and Chinese prostitutes. That's unintentional. You should know the difference. And Johnny was complaining, like, I booked 40 minutes. He didn't teach me a thing about t-shirt design. And he just didn't get the thing. He doesn't understand that t-shirt design, Nathan Mendez, it's all the same. Six letters separated by a dash. So be careful what you ask. Like, if I'm gonna do a full Mark Maze, one, you gotta realize the fans only want the crust. They'll tolerate the yummy part that all humans love, the center, but they really love the fucking crust. They will eat the crust before. You sell what you can make, or you make what you can sell. I mean, yeah, but are you overflowing with intimidation? I shook your hand, and I was like, there, I feel power here, the gentility. So I was like, if I was a dominating thing like Johnny, Rapper Johnny, oh, how you doing, you frail little Asian? Crunch, right? I felt all the little fractures in your hand, and if I do the Indonesian way, I would just press on one bone, and your hand would be pulp. You'd be like, I just took Nate's hand and I'm retarded. But I felt it. I was like, this must be a trap because once I do this, you're gonna do this, and then I'm like on the floor. They don't believe your inner strength. I do. This is something called in World of Warcraft inner fire. You just don't show your true power level. And Johnny's always here. Like when you flatter him, he was like, "Nah, shut the fuck up." Watch. You know that Raptor Johnny's so handsome. All the girls kiss his knees. Let's see if he takes the bait. No, I know a few people in Indonesia. Like they would go up to 300-pound guys. You're not so big. Shake my hand. So they bite fingers. Ask anybody, dude. Okay, that's called technique. You can have strength, but you gotta have precision. If you know that you can disarm somebody with just like a hi, you disarmed me, by the way. That's how I know. You approach from the left and front. Most people, like the bouncer I saw in X, would arm choke me and it's like, yeah, you know what? Say all that to my fucking camera. Okay? So you came from the front like a friend. That's why. And it's like, Mark Mays probably hired you to kill me or something. Why didn't you kill him again? Well, he's Nate. I mean, he was just there holding a bag of a lot less. I looked, then I like radioed in. What's in the bag? 3 rocks and the spray paint. Is that an actual threat to a trained agent? Not really. No. Anyway, if you're not a killer, you're gonna be. One day, somebody's gonna trigger you enough. It's like, how dare you invade my Jackson Heights home or impede my Celsius? And I'm sorry, I'm gonna do this. And then they drop dead. See, I knew it. I knew it. Raptor Johnny's so handsome, all the girls kiss his kneecaps. I knew you can fucking like that. That's what all dominators do. That's the dominate. If you notice, MB hasn't come in, and by all rights, he should be. It's like Dominus. I haven't mentioned Dominus. So in a way, just like Dominatus or Exterminatus or Alienate, whatever. Be careful, Johnny. I mean, I know it's just like Chris Evans when he's doing the losers. It's like, I am a super soldier. You don't know the serum in my veins. With my finger, I could shoot you. And you're that sniper behind. And it's like, tap your head. He's right behind me. Johnny got a camera entitled. That's how I was like, he just like Neo in the Matrix. Any keyword is like Raptor Johnny handsome. It's like I'm not really that handsome. Well, that's a good friend. Like Johnny Danson. You really need some subject order, subject object training. This motherfucker said, tiny mice make it all very difficult. And I was like, so let me get this straight. You need to call an exterminator right away, like a dad. It's like, you're living in a house with tiny mice, and then you can't get anything done. Get an exterminator, sticky traps. No, no, no. I meant, my hands are big, and then I have a tiny mouse. Let's examine this fucking sentence. My friend punched me at the bar last night because I was driving home. In my brain, I can get up to the bar part, but like last night because I was driving home, my friend punched me at the bar. And I'm like, what chain of events could make your friend so angry while you're driving? And then you ended up in the bar. So in my brain, you're driving home, you crashed into a bar, and then your friend was drinking there, and he's like, motherfucker, I was drinking, pulled you out and punched you because you drive a car into his bar. Tell me I'm wrong about all this. You know what I mean? That's the scenario in my head. Your stupid, simple sentence crafted this, like, fatherly thing. Are you fucking okay? Are you like Sky Guy? You took a hit of nicotine or whatever. You blanked out. You totaled my car into your friend's bar where he was drinking, watching the game. He got so pissed, he punched you back to life. Is that fucking what happened? Right? See? As a son, you gotta like comfort your dad. No, dad, you got it all wrong. Thanks for loving me, but still, you're a moron. Okay? Like that. Don't write shit like that in my chat because I worry. You could say cheesecake. Which motherfucker hit a cheesecake up your ass? Point them out to me. That's how fast my brain works. Okay? And look, I'm sitting in your chair. Isn't it more fun to tell me I'm wrong than I'm right? I had so much fun just tiny mice. You don't know how much damage tiny mice can do. My wife hates tiny mice. One time, like like in another place where I lived, it's like she surprised the mouse, and the mouse went like this, and ran away. It was the most human thing I've ever seen. I asked my wife, was it wearing slippers or something? Don't say that because who's raping you? Like, are you being tortured by what's her face? The how dare you, girl? Are you in Israel right now, motherfucker? Are you on the flotilla? I don't even know. Hey, Bam. Chief Warrant Officer, please discern the location of Lapter Johnny. I'm only interested in two items. Is he safe? Is he secure? I don't care how many hookers is there. Are they robbing him blind, naked? Is he tied to a bed? And they're just dripping candle wax on this motherfucker. All right? Just confirm. I don't care what he does on his wedding night. I just want to make sure the killer wife he has isn't killing him right now. Chief Warrant Officer. You just peek in. It must have been so bad inside the bus right now with Mark Mays being like a resident badass. You sit in that corner because this is an Italian restaurant. You're here ordering Big Macs. We only serve $200 steaks. Get the fuck out. I don't know. You're alone in bed for now. Check the other room, Chief Warrant Officer. How many terrorists are like undermining his house? Or Jews? See, like, if you have a son, it's like, Dad, everything's fine. Bullshit. Bullshit. It's not that you don't have enemies. I have enemies. They're going to come after you to get to me. Okay? Mind, use your psychic trance power. Are there any enemies around Raptor? I can't see them or feel them because they cloak. But they're not expecting a trans warlock. Just say yes or no. I can't get a bead. You know what I mean? They must be real big. Aliens, probably. This is like the girls' bathroom. Yeah? You'll be good? No, I don't want you looking after Mark. Mark can take care of himself. Raptor Johnny is the principal. Okay? You felt something, mind? I'm like, in all seriousness. I tend to trust because, like, trans walk between, like, good and evil. If something feels off, it's like, I just like checked and, that rock shouldn't have moved like that. Okay, trust your instincts. I'll do a more in-depth thing. Don't look out for Mark. He's like intentionally tanking. Johnny's the real danger because that guy, Hegseth, he's Secretary of War. He just bitched out all the generals. Is like, I have standards, male standards. You can't be trans, you can't be fat, and you can't be stupid. Otherwise, like a slow gangster is a dead gangster. You know what I mean? Be sharp, be quick, be fast. All right? And you think you're all useless? Yeah, you're a good paperweight. Even a quadriplegic can hold down my papers. Like, just mind making his kitchen clean and then his mind clear. He's a really good, or she is really good at walking the line of misgendering. Normally, mine or fish should be angry, like, it's ma'am. But if she notices something weird, I don't know. Like, I'm watching that. You see that? Normally, if Johnny's okay, there's a big black plastic bag that comes here. That's just clear. But if it doesn't show up, that means it's just like, I read CIA stuff. Sometimes the absence of something is the signal. So I don't see no black bags here. Proceed carefully, all of you. Mark is tanking a lot. I'm going to heal him like from a distance. I got Mark. I'm the main healer. He's the main tank. Bam, your main assist. Mark all the targets. Johnny, your main DPS. And JK, blah, blah, blah. I know, like, I'm a boomer with the WoW. That's all I can think of right now. One of you is in trouble. They're trying to make it like a three trifecta. Merc, Clown, and then Johnny. Like, I told you, triple all your fucking defenses. If mind notices something, and usually mind's too distracted to even notice shit, it's like, that's odd. Here's a sample. Okay? Resistencia. Of course, in Spanish, it's not A, but resistencia. Alright? That's Catherine Hepburn. So here I am walking by the well, I would be first. I always say me first. I figure all this out. My father is very, very good at taking tragedies and making them into money. So if any Mendez has to die, I would rather die rather than my dad because he would leverage that unfortunate event into more money. Whereas if I take over the family business, it's just going to go to shit. So it's a lot easier for me to pray to God, Dad, God, make my dad live forever, and because, I'm expendable. Same thing with you guys. As a main healer, I could get knocked out by the mob. No problem. We have a backup. But such a Deadpool, I naturally win. At this point, Mark is more important because he can handle the day to day. I only come in special, like, special events. Anything weird, out of place. Mind, keep your feelers on, right? If you notice anything weird, like, that's odd. Mom usually keeps the knife on this thing, but it's in a different place that I don't find comfortable. Take that as a signal. Or like, whenever I tune my guitar, the hum is but now there's an added harmonic. That's fucking aliens. Yeah, yeah. Glowing, gonna be golden. Like the demons. Ever since Netflix allowed all of these trans things to 7-year-old kids, like, they distract you with like, oh, but we're doing good work with K-pop Demon Hunters as a cover for all the other ones. Whether or not you guys support it, I don't care. If you support it, I'll support it. But if one of you doesn't like supporting it, I'm going to support that person too. I'm going to go to the Nigerian embassy too. You know, I was trying to find Nigerian food for $10. Impossible. They don't even have.
Really know what they're doing.
You heard that? That's backup from Hexeth. These motherfuckers don't really know what they're doing. Know what's below. Call 811 before you did. I know, right? I went to an Ethiopian restaurant. I was like, are you mocking them? Here you are in America, first world problems. I ran out of food to feed the Americans. Your people are starving. I mean, you can try to undermine Johnny, but like you're much better being like some sort of battery for Mark. He's holding a grudge about Lauren or whatever. How dare you scare away all the girls in Discord? They were gonna leave anyway, dude. Don't let that guilt bear you down. And he made a promise. I would rather watch Sky Guy stream than yours. He knows that I don't need babysitting. Sky Guy does, dude. Just like, you fucking tweaker. And then the Sky went off. I didn't know that's his trigger. If you can afford one. But even Chinese prostitutes, it's like, you remind me of all those girls in style. They're a bunch of bitches. And I can't blame him. He has bad experiences. You would think the subway would be like Nigerian special. It's right next to the consulate of Nigeria, or Federal Republic of Nigeria. Not even a thing for all our Nigerian friends. They're fucking neighbors, man. You know? This is federal property, by the way. Technically, I'm not supposed to smoke here, but the Nigerians love me so much. Formation Stone. Major General Ayo Isero Naglukuru. Major General Josefina Galba, 1988. Oh my goodness. They left me my bars. But I'm gonna leave it here as a tribute. Anyway, sometimes, it's like, you fix it, mate. Yes, sir, yes, sir. See that? You gotta have some respect. No, denied. Besides, in fast that you can't smoke it. See, no smoking. But it's just like, just kidding. The Just Kidding clan. I didn't even say the trigger word handsome. God, what a needy bitch. I should permaban you. That's how you know. When you love somebody, you make them beg. Now I have about 10 seconds before the Nigerian says, "There's no smoking in here." Just wait it out. Because I know Major General Michael Aquino. Lieutenant Colonel too. And before this, do I have to go out there and kick your ass? No, I'm moving along. I'm just surprised. Although now, this is a good way. Sometimes if you want security to come out, you feed the pigeons. That's also the Nazi headquarters. You can tell by the flag. They're very bold. Right next to Nigeria too. Ele. I have food for all of you. Come eat the food. Come. All. Show me. Ele. We are here to make Africa great again. Wombo. Africa. Sorry, sir. Yeah. By now, the security is like, "Nathan, why is you always feeding the goddamn pigeons?" I'm like, "I don't speak that language, sir." You know how hard it is to speak any kind of patois? And these are Nigerian pigeons. They're gray. Don't you think they should be all black? But somehow, because of diversity, you know how Nick Mullen talks? And then there was one episode is like, "So I have this idea for a limousine, but it's my bicycle." And then they do some research on Google. Infrastructure improvements have been here. Hey, boss. I got a smile. For 300 million earmarked for Nigeria alone. And it's like, you can't make fun of those guys. They're working hard. Live from New York, it's Saturday night. It's very hard to speak in that, but because they can speak English, we don't all talk like that, In Nigeria, we know other accents, buddy. We went to Cambridge and Wharton, and I find it very offensive. Well, then I have to talk like that. They're very educated. It's just like you're gonna get fooled. Oh, we know how to speak like Philippines. Oh yes, in Nigeria, all the people will be like panties. It's like, how the fuck did you do that? It's my turn. Like Patrice O'Neill. He does a bit. Is like, you get into an accident with a Chinese person, and he talks all black, like, motherfucker, I'm gonna rip your neck out. And it's like, oh, so sorry. Yeah, and then Spark Slope is your cousin, right? See, like, you didn't even greet me with that. I would have suspected you're FSB or KGB or some shit, or NKVD or nomenclatura. These are words you might not know. Sometimes the chief diplomat feeds pigeons too. Oh, good, I don't have to spend. Some random moron. Honestly, if Danson did a meetup, you'd all have to bring him money. Like, where's my bag of gold? You can't go and go suck dick in the parking lot. That Danson, man. Me, I have to do the cheap end. Come if you want. This is what Danson would do to you. You don't have my money? I'll crack you. Yeah. Me, I'm a nice guy. You know? I feed the birds. Don't underestimate Danson either. He keeps saying, I'm gay, but I have all these guns. So you can add 1 + 1 is 2. You come and rob me as a gay man, you will be shot. Survivors will be shot twice. I guess I'm harmless, right? I'm not scary at all. All I say is forward, all scary uniforms, and then they clear the way for me. And then I walk. Something should happen to me, but I guess since all the scary people walked in front of me, and they got rid of all the threats, I can walk to the consulate of Israel. It's not on fire, and I think they put out all the fires. I mean, even the one I taught you, or the one is like, okay, say all that in my camp. The system kirks. It kirks so much, the system, because the system kirks. I'm Erica Kirk, and I'm just very womanly. That's not what Charlie would fucking say, dude. He said so much shit. It's like, okay, let's run through this thing. In the Middle East, you throw like people off buildings, very high buildings, but after the bombings, you don't have any more buildings to throw. Doesn't that suck? Don't be stupid. So here, I'm like, sometimes I feed the birds. I make friends with the Hindus and the Bangladeshi and all that. They let me. Oh, it's Nate again. Let's see if he can summon Godzilla. All I do is summon hugs. Hugs are the best thing. If you cannot summon Godzilla, summon hugs. Almost as good. Hugs are a lot easier to compartmentalize. If Godzilla was here, and it's Halloween, somebody's gonna dress up like Godzilla. What are you, a 6-foot Godzilla? He's 300 miles tall. That was Reza. He burned me.
I'm a loser. Because you're a corporate slave. I'm exaggerating now, but he's basically
Wrong.
saying, like, I don't want to.
You're not a loser. You notice like Mark's been saying loser all this time. Takes one to know one. How do you know you're a loser or another person unless you've lost? Come on. Who wants to hear that shit? September 11. Oh, New York lost. America lost. Looks like we're doing fine. You see this? I've done my best to make at least this part lush. Even in the middle of the fucking desert. I planted so much shit in here. And then, like, compared to all the other places, it's got some vegetation. More than I expected. Sometimes the security comes out, I don't like you doing that. Well, I'm going to move. Don't become 93% Mark May's mind. That's the mark of the beast. Or the beast of the mark. He keeps his beast inside tame when I'm around. But when I'm gone, oh boy, he's going to be like that all the time. I've also tried to put extra light bulbs here, but they have special light bulbs, so they won't do it. And this used to be an Irish bar. I had ideas of spray painting Merit Hectic on it. First thing they did, put a barricade. Hey, his vision spaced. Dick pulling. You can't stand Mark either, huh? He's just dominating the fucking chat. This is like the girls' bathroom. You're safe here. I could take a dump right here. Flat. See that rat? See that fucking rat? Now, if odds are good, I showed you that place where I have an extra sticker, JK. I'm gonna put a Merit Hectic sticker on that fucking rat because I support things. Look, yeah, who are you, Zeno? We have an interloper, Mark Mays. How you doing, Mark? Sending a goon. Never send a goon to do a Mark Mays job. Jeez Louise. Yeah? I'm gonna talk to the guys. It's like I support all this. Whatever you're angry at. I hope you make a lot of money. I'll save the good one for when I see JK again. Because I know he's too lazy to even go there. He's like, I looked and I couldn't find it. See, like, Mark Mays, this is my badge, by the way. Sometimes, like, you gotta make your own badge. You don't even deserve the pewter badge. Go buy a dollar store badge. Yeah? A lot of people are underpaid, so there was nothing racist. It is very sexist. You should know the difference. Racism is what they fall back on because their sexism is so hard. You can't really insult somebody like mine because he's happy to be trans. He's found his place, just like Rumi, you know, like living in two worlds and shit. Now I'm done hiding. Now I'm shining, making tuna salad with Thousand Island dressing. You can't stop me. I can delve around Raptor Johnny. That's WAD. I'm just a good neighbor. Well, see you later. Good luck with your rat problem. Like that shit. Hey, Wordle. This is your sticker. Come and get it. See, like I've done like I named one of the cats or the rats Phil, and then they're so confident in me is like they even put stickers on their thing. Shame on Nordist. Call Nordist and tell them to stop allowing the exploitation of all its owners. And here, like, it's unprotected because they know I'm here. You know? So I'm going to support this current thing with my sticker. Because on this thing, I made a shrine too. You know? This is the Merit Shrine. And they decided to endorse Merit, so Merit will endorse them back. Whatever they're angry about, I'm angry too, because I am a king. Hey, Wordle. I assume you kind of want some sort of mod. And in this chat, if you don't please Johnny, you don't get mod. He's very useful as an axeman. You know? So, again, shame on Nordist. Call Nordist and tell them to stop allowing the exploitation of its construction workers. All workers deserve a living wage. Call, and this is my chat, 917-939-4051. Okay? The guys are so good. They're there. Just like they're having lunch. I could have used a knife and but why? That's dumb. Oh, wait. Did you need the last number? 917-939. You moron. 939. Do it again, but better. 917-939-4051. You piece of shit. Do it right. 917-939-4051. Okay? Now, this is how you dominate. Notice how this rat is dominating all of the street. Good, fish. Dominate dancing. You're being shamed by a fucking trans. 917-939-4051. I think. Oh, you can do that? I did not know that. Huh. I have a new thing in Dancing's chat. I'm just going to put the zip code and then the 7-digit number. Nice work, JK. That's why you're the spy master. He finds all these optimizations. I didn't know you could do that until he tried it. I followed Roy's method, but then JK is like, wait a minute, I'm Korean. I don't know. What have you done any like Danson might in his rage. I noticed this has been here. This is WPIX. New York's very own and then right there is me. Yeah, I guess you're doing a very good ignorant. Huh? What? Where am I? I have amnesia again. How do come I can remember the word amnesia? Oh, this is my favorite thing. They have Get Out magazine, and I love doing this. So I heard you guys are gay. Look, 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 look. I heard something about gay men. Doesn't he look like oh, I don't know, Tarpon? And maybe that's what Raptor Johnny looks like. Tarpon, you're so hairy. I'm glad I went to see the Fish concert with you. I mean, we're here alone in the beach, and my hands on your stomach, and I just want to kiss your nipples. Let me do it. That's just page one. Look at that guy, huh? Hey, I'm here to fix all your garden work, mister. How you doing? I'm fast, free, and online. Black pen, anything you want. Yes. They in X they were like, how trans think they look like, and it's like somebody who looks like Natalie Portman, and then the next the frame is like somebody who looks like Gerard Depardieu. We're similar. God damn it! And I don't care if your delusion is the complete line mind is how you gonna just let a man fuck you in the ass once? It's a lot more impactful emotionally if it only happened once and he never returned your call. Then you can blackmail the guy. It's like, so you work at a very famous politician's thing and you only fucked me in the ass once. Well, let me tell you and all your coworkers, you weren't that good. Okay? So, this is Pfizer, sponsored by Pfizer. It's a big building. They're doing a lot of reconstruction. They've tried the emerald green, didn't work. So, what's the thing all people like to say? Raptor Johnny Danson is so handsome. All these girls lick the back of his knee. Do you think this is an agreeable statement? This is the news building where you can, you know, emphasize that the world is round. The Flat Earth Society doesn't really hear. Clearly, you can see the Earth is round. Flat Earth doesn't exist. It's the news. People do it, canceled because of climate change. Okay? So my job was to keep you all in the girls' bathroom like a bunch of weirdos, Orthodox Jews. What are you doing in here? Well, I'm seeing if you're all gonna get naked. Somehow I keep like defaulting to John Lovitz whenever I want to talk Jewish. Me, I have a right to be here, like in the Stuyvesant High School girls' bathroom. You guys never went to Stuyvesant. Mark Mays has a bigger right to be here than you, but I said to all the girls, these are my guests. We're doing a powwow, and everything else is so occupied being claimed. This is the only place we can smoke and have a powwow. Okay? And that's what she said. Space. Space just lobs all these layups. Slam. So as you can see, Mark Mays is holding to our deal. He would prefer going to a Sky Guy live stream because basically it's just me yelling at him like a Stuyvesant teacher. He knows all this already, he just doesn't want to hear it. I did. I think I recorded it. I was so drunk one time in Times Square, I picked up one like a aluminum stick and attacked all the dancers. Next thing I know, I was picking myself up. It was like, oh, the cops hit me. Man, next time I won't pull anything back. And then, sir, you have to go to the subway. Where do you live? I live in all the world, buddy. You know, if you look at the word live mugged and Nate Mendez, 4 letters, then 6 letters. Have you ever been, Nate Mendez? Wordle? You know? If you were like, Mesquite, it's like Squirtle. Yeah, pretty much. Like, I'll tell you now, nobody at all after I did that would attack the dancers with aluminum sticks. Just check. as long as, as long as Bam. This is like Bam, the real Bambunga. You know, Chief Warrant Officer is here. You know? Windler, Jan Peter Stern. Now, if that's your real name, and I know it isn't, you could pretend my name is Jan Peter Stern. Fuck you want. As a warrant officer, you gotta pretend I ain't your mother, but you're disgracing the uniform of the army. So whatever your mom's name is, that's me. It's not like my name is Wimendez. It sounds too much like, Kyle and Eric Menendez. People will mistake me. Oh, so you're a serial killer. I have no choice but to kill people serially. You keep believing I'm the one of the Menendez brothers. Not anymore. Where do you think all the halal food comes from? They used to be warm, and now I've eaten some. Some are good. Not all human flesh is edible, but a surprising amount are. Some people keep in shape, and it's like, how can you be so tender? Well, cannibals. Cannibals get a vote too. I think we should break for lunch, says a cannibal. Sometimes, like even if you go to Times Square live cam, they have a highlights. Motorcycle backfired. They thought it was an active shooter. Everybody, you can see a wave of people. I don't have a staff to do highlights. Only Mark. And it's like, all this shit sucks. Glad you noticed. Whatever his observation, I just agree with him because that pisses him off. If you guys try to aggressively agree with him, he'll just run out of steam like a brat. You know? And by all rights, mine should be the bratty little sister, but he's very calm. Like I can say, mind is a man, and he was not gonna go off on me, right? My man, Fish. I've been misgendering you all this time. You didn't even complain once. You're like Hooks from a police academy. Mendez, Mendez. That's a good choke. Who the fuck taught you how to force choke, mind? That motherfucker got a mean streak. I ain't been force choked like that since the slave ships. Fuck. You got a beast inside you, mind. Bad beast, no donut. You do that one more time, I'm gonna choke you back. I'm in the middle of a stream, dude. Motherfuck. That is very, very good. Just like straight up into like where the jugular is, right here. Very few people can psychically like a Hadouken, have their fist there, and then just grab me like that. Careball. Can you do all that again, mind? Yeah, you did, motherfucker. I don't know. You would just let your mind wander, and then suddenly I was like, impressive. Once you discover how to do it, don't do it for free. Time it. But I'll tell you now, if I sufficiently, or anybody, your mom, like, what happened to your mom? She just stopped breathing. I'm sorry, officer. Wish I could explain all of that. She was like, were you angry at first? Well, I'm always angry, officer. She just stopped breathing for some reason. Held her in her throat, and it's like, Mom, are you okay? And she just, her tongue, I should, but I made a garlic pet or a ginger, and then it scared some people. It's like, so I broke it in half, and then it turned out I just killed my ginger pet. I took a rock, and then it broke. The only thing I can't break is the actual earth. So the earth is my pet. You know, I don't think I can break it. I don't think the earth can die. You know, if you find out that I just started an earthquake, I'm really sorry about it. Or a volcano erupted. It's just on the other side. But I'm pretty sure I can't, break the planet Earth as a pet. Been trying. Tried to destroy the sun too. Made it stronger. So you gotta find the happy medium. Flight was very fragile in the neck, and the sun is very hard to destroy. I do a lot of extremes, you know. I, like, don't piss off mine. Like, I'd rather him do a four-stroke on me because I know how to break out of it, and some of you might drop dead. That's probably what happened to Merc or Clown or something. It's like, it's a good idea. And mine was like, you know what you're gonna do, little puppet? You're gonna stick a gun up your ass and pull it. And you're gonna forget all the safety protocols because I like to entertain myself. Be careful. I mean, me, I can survive. People been trying to kill me since I was born, but surprising. Surprising. Just like Kylo Ren. It's like, huh. That is really good. Impressive. He would have killed a normal Sith. However, and Darth Vader. Yes, you are stupid. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you, spaced whale. You're spaced out whale. This is my favorite thing. This is the closest we have to an actual dragon. Nice dragon. This is the teeth. Very kind. Hello. They call it an excavator, but I know a dragon when I see one. I'm Metal Dragon of hydraulics. All I want, because now that I know you have that immense power, just like when I was holding, shaking JK's hand, is like, you could really crush people with this. Who taught you all your gentility? I have my holy water. I don't think you can do that again. Once I know, like if you do that again, you might trip or something. Or while you're cutting or cleaning your kitchen, you cut yourself. Remember me. That means that you were so angry you lost control, tried to choke me for no reason. Don't do that, okay? I fucking felt that shit. This configuration, if I ever see you live stream using this, I know you're serious. Somebody pissed you off. Like this. You see, I'm going to show you. This pressure point, you don't even need these 3 fingers. I need my holy water to protect against you. That was very good. If somebody beats you once, all you have to do is ask them, can you do it again? Can you do all that again? That's how Jedi win. You killed my master, and then you're probably going to do the same move. However, I learned something from his death. Now, this is my throne, and I will be dead. I had thought to live longer than this bust, but odds are good that once mind masters that one trick, I'm a gunner. He's going to lose control, and people are going to drop dead like flies. So, if I check the Citizen app, there's like an unusual amount of people have been choked to death, centered around a certain geographical area. That's where mind lives. Just on his way. I was just getting tuna salad. This guy is in my way. Crunch. The best part is mine doesn't believe me. I talk to his shadow and his reflection. Did you guys break loose? We were behaving. It just happens, Isn't it odd? See how silent you guys are? It's like, I can hear the cogs. How do I make money from this? 1 or 0, become a professional assassin. Just like Matthew Page Damon. Go jogging, and then all the protected witnesses just keep dying. And then they ask you, you're Matt Damon, right? You were a person of interest. I was just jogging, officer. Who died? And then you claim the credit. I didn't know that, officer. You're saying that by jogging I can kill people? Who died? That way I can collect the bounty. Seems very important. Is he in the witness protection? She, whatever. Think about it. Remain silent. That's my weapon against Mark Mays. I let him talk until he gets tired. I've been doing this for an hour and 10 minutes. Okay? The two of you, there can be only two, good and evil. You decide, mind. You want to use all your powers for good or for evil? You want to get rid of your mom and get another mom? I can't stop you. You want to get rid of your apartment, get another apartment? I can't stop you. I really can't. If you want to get a new camera and start live streaming, I can't stop you. You know, I can endure you, I can tank you, but I can't locate you because you know how to occlude now. Once you did that favor for me, like protecting Danson, you can protect yourself. That's the fastest way to learn how to protect yourself. Waste all your time protecting somebody you shouldn't, and then when they die, it's like, well, at least I tried, and then you'll find that you'll protect yourself harder. That person's death is going to be the missing link. They do that with snipers, just like in the Middle East. Oh, it's just an innocent kid giving a chocolate to a very trained Marine. Sniper, why don't you take out the kid? Because he's a kid. Next time, learn, you know? It only takes one for you to become a really good sniper. And the raw talent, you weren't even aiming for me and you nailed me. That's why I'm talking right now. That's why I talk so much. So many people have tried to nail me from a long distance. I'm drinking water. I start choking. I said, fuck it, I'm going to keep drinking for the next guy. Even Mark Mays can't do that. I knew there's a reason, like God assembled the bust. You know? It's just like a Kung Fu Panda. Like the crane style and shit. So, you know, I'm talking all this time, trying to make me choke again, mine. Focus this time. I want you to, like, you know, like, it's basically like this, right? And then you dig in, like he's digging here, and then poke here. And then you can pretty much slam somebody. I'd be surprised if they didn't. It's just one pinprick. They like it, then we'll add more. Then they're addicted. You like the estrogen? It's actually adrenochrome. Shucks. Price went up. You know what I mean? So all these people trying to be women, you know, you have a hidden craving, and people start dying around you. That's your psychic powers. Notice this button right here. That's a signal. I normally don't button my thing. The day I button it, that means it's serious. That means I'm going to take mine seriously as a killer. But for now, I'm just training. If I had my full power and all this, I could make that helicopter crash. Just like we're doing this. As it is, for teaching purposes, you know, they're adequately defended, but if mine can break through all of that, and it's like, excuse me, yeah, pretty much. Now the mold, if you have mold, he could be, I'm the fish, I'm the mold. And he broke the mold today. Good job. He's exploring his silence power. When somebody who's usually talkative or guitarist or something, and then it's just like, something's wrong with my guitar, I gotta tune it. It's off. It's not the right sound. It's not the right thing. This tuna salad needs a little bit of $1,000 investment. That's when they tinker. That's when they focus. And then that's when I shield up here. Because, you know, like, I can feel him probing now. But because he left the trail to go back home, I was like, oh, that was a weakness in my thing. You know, I put little spikes there, slow him down a bit. Go ahead, mine. I do this in the subway, too. I expose my throat and see who's going to stab me. And they usually find something else to do. Yeah, but, you know, you never forget your first attack. It's like, I claim dibs on that talent. I know that if somebody drops dead because of on like no choke marks, it's just they're living their life. There's a very short list of people who can do it. The ancient ones I talked to, but even they're impressed. You know, like he learned it very fast. All it took was a live stream. Like most people would spend 30 years learning this. He learned it in like 70 minutes. I used to be like that. Then I got old. So I'm a really great teacher. Darth Vader would do that force choke simply because force lightning is better, but his body is all electricity. So as soon as he shoots it out, he short circuits himself. And then the Emperor would be like, "Stupid. How about you do that choky thing?" You know. Now, if you see mine suddenly electrocuted by his guitar and it's like, "Woo, oh boy, good thing I'm trans." Yeah, watch out for force lightning. You'll do force alchemy next, and force pull. Oh yeah. Me the lightning gun. Oh boy. But I'm gonna use something that very rarely, since I'm pestilence also special. Who is the cutie doggy? Hi 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 hi. Okay, I'm gonna teach you something called oil pulling and candida. This is a spoon. Always have a spoon, just in case you need to lift your balls up or something, or if you want to be uncreative, for soup. On your tongue, if you eat a lot of pussy, like I have, they congregate there. And what you do is like when you spit, you don't get all of it. So you take a spoon and you scrape it and then flick it. It's like bleach on somebody's thing. If you're really angry at somebody and all you have is a spoon and you eat a lot of pussy, well, see that? Yuck, right? And then, not only do you clean your tongue, you have a handy poison too. Boop. And people will say, ew, gross, but I'm cleaning. This is a lot, right? Yuck. Unless you're one of those people who, and then you can, since it came from you, you can lick it up. You've been carrying poison in your mouth all along. Some girls, some lesbians, is like, let me get some of your spores that are down there. Made cupcakes, taste awful. Taste fucking disgusting. Now, if you can do all that, do so. You'd be surprised what comes out of your tongue. If you see maggots, that's not my fault. I don't know what kind of pussy you've been eating, but the girls I eat before kind of clean. You know? I don't know if mine does that. It's like I could fuck around with this thing, or I just take a spoon from my mom's clay. Mom, look at this. Disgusting. You fucking get out of my house. All right? I'll tell you this. If somebody makes an unconventional weapon to destroy you and it jams, they're going to pull out a conventional weapon like a spoon. Well, I'm out of bullets. I'm just going to beat you to death with my gun. Be prepared for that too. Now, space is like in the silence mode. What do I have around the house? Because I can use my fingers to type, or I just use my brain, my mind. See, world, why are you so happy to know I'm homeless? Ask yourself all this. Either you're homeless and it's like, I'm not alone. Or you're afraid to carry a spoon around for what reason? Many people carry guns for whatever reason. Does that make them homeless? Isn't that odd? It shows more about you than me. I've seen this with Hebron. Gotcha, the system works. I assert that I'm harmless. You don't really think I can kill a person with a spoon, right? But I know all these people who can. Forward to all those scary people. They'll scoop out your eyeballs with a grapefruit spoon. I choose to be harmless. Remember this. And you're insulting me by calling me homeless. Normally I'd be like, you have 10 seconds to take all that back, retract it. But I want to see what you say next. Gloat a bit. You know? I can imagine an evil Squirtle. Squirtle, Squirtle, motherfucker. Boop. Homeless piece of shit. And I was like, Squirtle, you're only supposed to say one word in all this. Squirtle. Fish, do you want to practice on Wordle with that little thing? You know? I mean, since he insulted me by assuming he's so happy that I'm homeless, I don't really care too much about Wordle right now. You know what I mean? You need to practice your force choke. And somebody just volunteered. Like, chickens. You feed them all this chicken feed and they peck at your ankles. You know they have a bad attitude. So when the famine comes, it's like, well, the nice ones I'll keep for eggs. But the one who hurt me, ooh, that's food. Attaboy. Attaboy. Or attagirl. If he doesn't believe that he can force choke from a distance, guess what? He can time you out for 10 seconds. Almost as good. It's not that, you're mad at me, you're mad at him. You want to assert that Fish is homeless just by his appearance. Oh, you might have a guitar and you can do, but we all know you're homeless. You got the attitude. And I'm so glad I found a homeless motherfucker like you. Be careful of those people. God will give you targets, Fish. It's like, I thought we were friends, and then you just waiting for that moment to make me trip. Crunch. Now me, with my hand thing, I can't make a dent in here. But I can make a mark, you see? Using my skin. All mind. Just with my knuckle. Okay? And keep this in mind. Do not be insolent around mine. I'll just be like the Pharisees around Jesus. Whatever he's saying, I think he has power. I don't know what he's going to do to you. I wouldn't fuck with him either. Carry on. Very good. You must embrace your predator nature. You start out goofy like that, but imagine all PFPs were covered in baby blood. It's more menacing that way. Is that a trophy? Did you kill my friend Mind, Demon? And Mind didn't mind, right? He actually enjoys his demon. Good job. 93 out of 100. I think I'll just spin this. I want you to see that in my stream, that comment you made can blank out my eyes. At least on my screen. You have supplanted me. Be a good merit. I'm very proud of you, Fish. You started out as like, who the fuck is this guy? And then suddenly you pull out shit like this. Yeah, he will. It's like, oh, nice car. What's that, mister? The guy just passed out. I think his last words, officer, were, I want you to have my very fast car. And I felt so bad about all that. I tried to wake him up. I called 911. I had nothing to do with it. But I distinctly remember in all this, thank you for trying to save me. I'm choking for no reason at all. Have my fast car. Give him more ideas, Dick Pullen. Right now, you two are partners. Just like Riggs and Murtaugh in Lethal Weapon. You don't know how to work together, you better fucking learn. One of you will die. Dick Pullen, you better learn how to defend against a force choke. Right now, you two are equal, standard mods. You can only report each other. See, Fish has tasted blood. When you feed like a goldfish blood, it's like, this is the blood of my other goldfish. You are the one. I'm so angry right now. I'm not just fighting for me, but all the goldfish. I'm gonna get a rock, keep it in my mouth, because my teeth aren't sharp enough. And then I'll just come up to you and now you're bleeding, motherfucker. That's how humans evolved. We're soft, pitiful. Then this rock killed one of us. I'll take this rock and carry it around, or a spoon. I carry a whetstone also. I can take a spoon, sharpen it up like it's in prison. Show you. People underestimate. I just don't understand what I did to them to make them think that even if you're harmless, you can't represent the people. You know? Dead people. People who need avenging. And, all hail the mind, fish, mind the synaptic gap.